It's an absolute pleasure to meet both of you. I'm not sure if you're supposed to thank somebody for scaring, like, as I was last night, because this movie is terrifying. Is it harder to scare people nowadays with where the world is now, I guess?
Yeah, like it's hard to be surprising,
Yeah.
you know? So you have to give everything a little extra thought of like, okay, how can I sort of get you to look over here, but then something comes here, you know? Like there's that scene where Bee by the window and she turns around and she's a demon. I wanted to make sure that we had that reflection of regular Bee in the window, so you feel kind of safe when you're seeing that. Like, well, I see in the reflection that it's just her, but then it turns around.
One of my favorite things about this is the set design. I mean, almost the house is a character itself.
Very much so.
And what was one of the creepiest things for both of you about being on that set?
Just being on that set. No, but really, they did such a good job that the light was really low. It was very dark inside, so that helps for the creepiness, for sure. And they, a lot of the effects you see, that the house is moving or things are cracking, and that's actually happening. Mm-hmm. So it was not computer effects, and that made it so much interesting for us.
Yeah, and the set was just really inspiring to me. Like our production designer, Jennifer Spence, added all these little details and nooks and crannies and weird stuff that sort of fed into my imagination. Oh, maybe we can add something over here, or maybe we can have her run in here. And so, yeah, it was just an inspiration for me as a director.
For your character, there's a scene where everything's going crazy, and you actually said, "Let's go back to bed." And I was like, do you think she's crazy as an actress? Do you think this character is out of her mind?
Maybe she went crazy in that moment because she didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Who influenced you as a director for just horror film wise, and what influenced this film?
You know, I was a kid in the late '80s and early '90s, so at that time it was a lot of Nightmare on Elm Street and Child's Play and The Thing, a lot of John Carpenter stuff.
Yeah.
For this one in particular, like cinematography-wise, The Haunting was a big inspiration, and like for the score, The Shining, I think that's one of the best horror scores.
It's a great one.
So a lot of those sort of more old school kind of movies.
I go back to the set design, and one of my favorite things to ask people is props. Yeah. And I'll leave Annabelle off the table because that's probably a go-to. If you could take one prop off this set, what would you take home with you?
The pop gun, because that scene was actually something that came to me in a dream. It wasn't in the script originally, but I had a dream where with that kind of pop gun with a reel on it.
Yeah.
So it's not something I remember ever seeing in real life, but it was something they created that came from a dream. So it was really cool to be able to hold something from a dream.
That's cool. What you taking with you?
Absolutely nothing. I'm okay.
Like I want nothing to do with it.
I'm good.
Burn that set down.
And then my favorite, because I love the horror genre, what would you consider the scariest film you've seen to date?
It sort of depends on what you count, but I mean, The Exorcist is really scary. I mean, it's one of those sort of that stays with you, I think.
Sure.
I don't know if it was just because I was a kid and it was creepy, but
it's a great one. Absolutely.
That clown.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thanks for freaking me out.